we have, in the bottom left side, a pink Protoss. He's from the Dragon, the Phoenix, and the Gamers. He is ZEST. His opponent, fighting in the top right side, he is the blue Terran player for System Gaming. Give it up for Gumiho. As we start things off with a probe. Immediate aggression coming out of ZEST here once again. Gotta love it. This is what he does in every single match, it seems. He just sends that first probe across. He wants to be busy. He's a busy guy. He likes to, you know, multitask. Do his thing. Look at that. Already an SCV prepared. Trying to defend this probe here. That is getting rather low on the HP. Okay, quick transfer. Having a bit of difficulty with that other SCV, but sends a fresh one. A little bit of a hassle, so you know he's getting a bit of a delay on the barracks. Slows everything down a tad. Not to the extreme amounts, but enough to be a bit frustrating for Gumiho. Off he goes. I'm gonna get you. Like a shark patrolling the waters. This really is kind of like the probe. The probe is a shark, isn't it? Needs to keep moving to breathe. The oxygen level is his shield. If he stands still for too long, he starts losing it, and then he needs to start moving, gather his breath. There we go. As you see, he keeps moving, and that's when he replenishes that oxygen supply. There we go. We got it in there. We got it in there. Factory coming up as well. So no triple racks here. Just going straight for the factory. Still a bit of a distance here. So I'm not sure if he's going to go for the transfer there. May still try to put a starport there as well. On the opposite side, a Stargate has been put down by ZEST. Very solid, strong macro opening there for the Protoss, with quite a bit of harassment potential in there as well. Seeing this waypoint, actually, I have to anticipate a Oracle to be coming out first. As the Adept runs head first into a bunker with Marines. Properly timed there by Gumiho. Realizing, you know what, it was already difficult getting that barracks up. Let's make things a bit easier, perhaps, for our command center on the low ground. Command center. Command center. There we go. Gotta stick to the right pronunciations here. They're both theoretically correct, just depending on where you're from. Oh. That's pretty good, actually. Good scout on that Oracle, first and foremost. But not only that, it's the Oracle already used its laser there as well. Right? However, it's got the little green laser beam. What's it called? It does have a name, right? Anyway, it already used the pulsar. Is it a pulsar beam or something like that? I don't know. It used it, so it doesn't have that much energy left. One more revelation, and that is, yeah, that is now empty energy. And no further harassment that can really take place. At least for quite a while here. Looks like he stopped being interested in doing harassment with it anyway, just kind of wanting to keep tabs on the units here. The medevac being tagged as well, so difficult to really go for any type of aggressive move anytime soon. He's still just waiting for that to disappear. He's like, come on! Alright, now finally it's gone. Not picking them up yet, though. Maybe waiting for the two siege tanks now in order to just go with a proper push rather than something something aggressive. ZEST, interestingly enough, only went with the singular Oracle and then straight away went into a Twilight Council. Going for the blink upgrade afterwards. It's something we are seeing more and more of recently. the Stargate opening into blink before we usually saw, like, you know, the players making the decision whether to open up with the Stargates or the blink, and now becoming more and more accepted to start off with the Stargate and then very quickly transition into that blink. Normally with the blink play, you want to try to grab something else anyway, right? Which normally would be the robo and then observers, wall prisms, in order to get that vision to the places you need it. In order to get all the blinks going. Good reinforcements place as well, of course, for your Stalkers. But with this one, you have the Stargate, you get the Oracle instead. It feels a bit more defensive now in this way, right? Up until the moment when the Stalkers start all gathering up here on the left side. As Adepts threatening the natural base together with that Oracle, as the Stalkers decide, you know what, that is not worth jumping into. There is a Siege Tank there is a Cyclone, a lot of Marines. Let's not do that just quite yet. Okay. Gumiho, though, with all of these upgrades finishing up, the Stim Pack +1 and Combat Shield, he is starting to move out. He has 3 Siege Tank ready, and will have a reasonable amount of units here back at home in order to defend. Seeing that there's not that incredible amount of Stalkers there either. This could be really good actually for Gumiho if he manages to target down all those gateway units before anything else happens. That would be quite cool to see. This is very tricky actually. There's no shield batteries here. The natural base just kind of goes down. The Stalkers now going for the siege tanks, but they are not blinking anywhere just quite yet. Now blinking away. This is potentially just GG. Yeah, it is. Gumiho. First barracks being produced on that high ground here. Refinery coming up. Yeah, both players doing the regular stuff so far. No weird experiments going on. No proxies. And of course, ZEST wants to know what's going on. He always wants to know what's going on. I think that's just, you know, he likes to have very, very solid build orders, and it feels like it very much is dependent on what his opponent is doing right now. And to me, at least, it feels like more and more so ZEST has been going towards a playstyle where, you know, it's very important for him to have that continuous knowledge of what his opponent is doing, and from there he adjusts. From there he decides his build order, what he can and can't get away with. Still has very strong timing attacks if he does see something that he could punish. But yeah, I feel like he matured in a way not that long ago where it's less likely for ZEST to just kind of go across or blindly into a certain timing attack or some sort of a aggressive play. Alright, factory starting up. This time around, very close to that reactor, so I would assume that is going to be taking part in making some Hellions or Widow Mines. And this is looking like a proxy starport, so yeah, Hellion drop very likely here. Unless if that SCV is just waiting to go in again for another scout. I doubt it. He looks like he's waiting for his factory to finish, for the ability to make a starport. And there we go. There it is. Right. That is going up against a Dark Shrine proxy right here for ZEST. Wasn't this... Didn't we just see this in the GSL Code A as well recently? Not the previous one, but the first group. Like these two builds exactly, kind of. But then there was a gateway here. Oh, well, never mind. There is a gateway here. So yeah, oh, who was that again? Who were those two players? Well, what I do remember is that it didn't quite work out for the Terran. Wasn't it like, Creator, maybe? No, wait. I don't know. Maybe, people know. You guys know. You don't need me to tell you, do you? Hopefully not. This is rough, man. These aliens, they are not doing a whole bunch. And to be fair, instead of a medevac, we're getting a liberator. And that is very exciting, actually. The other two Hellions right now, as the first one still preoccupying the gateway forces, are coming in. They can't one-shot the probes, so they will need to kind of line up their shots nicely a couple of times before they start killing stuff. That's 5 probes. Now, here is that liberator, though. How many is that going to pick off? That is already 5, 6. Could be 6. Iron Siege is there. We'll be trying to get away from the Stalker that is coming in. Needs to fly away. Gumiho. Gumiho busy with the DTs, I suppose. I mean, yeah, that does look important. That does look quite important. Alright. He didn't lose the Liberator, though, right? Did he? No, he didn't. Okay. It's somewhere. Oh, he loses the supply depot. And... okay, that's when he taps out. Yeah. What? 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 ZEST? He's sending 2 probes right off the bat? The first thing he does? The first thing he does is send 2 probes. Okay. Bottom right side, Dragon Phoenix Gaming, ZEST. Top left side, still Psystorm Gaming. It is Gumiho. There you go. Lovely. Let's get that logo in there. Skadoosh. And now let's see what's happening here. Now let's see what's happening here. There's another pylon. So, oh, wow. This is... okay, just when you think, you know, things are getting crazy, things get quite bonkers even further. Quite a bit more bonkers. Alright, ZEST now gonna start looking around here, as wondering his life choices. Oh boy. Oh boy, am I getting proxy too? Probably the first thing in his mind right now. It is just a gateway. There's double gas being taken here by ZEST as well, though. Double gas for Gumiho too. Starts off with the Reaper. And a secondary gateway being built for ZEST at home. So that is indicating to me that he's not quite sure what's coming at him just yet. May still be anticipating the proxy multiple Rex. 111 is something we have seen people proxy in the past as well. It's not something you can discount entirely. Although if you do figure out that is coming, well, most of the Protoss already, you know, very comfortable with holding that. And the Reaper showing his face right now, kind of giving ZEST a good idea for what kind of army composition it at least is coming up. Starting things off with the Reaper. I need to keep tabs on whether or not it's a second Reaper coming in or anything like that. Great control on both these units. I mean, with the Zealots, granted, you can't do that much. But still liking the way ZEST is kind of switching up from Zealot A to Zealot B. To see which one will give chase and which one will not. Ooh, very nice. Supply block could be quite a problem here for Gumiho, though. If this goes down, yeah, that is now fully supply blocked, even with the Reaper going down. You're still building a Cyclone and a Reaper. That is still in production. Okay, he does have another Cyclone actually coming in. That is already finished up. That is actually the absolute savior of the universe here right now. 3 SCVs so far. Make that 4. We're gonna get another dead Stalker. No, that is just a clutch escape, as clutch as it can get. 5 HP remaining. Robotics facility in the main base of ZEST now also, who is looking to claim the second base for himself as well. Gumiho, similar plans here. Very interesting how these players both just kind of running along the same lines overall, proxying their first initial buildings, making things quite scary for each other, and then just trying to, you know, put themselves in a more advantageous position for a follow-up macro game. Interesting. Very interesting. Anything else? Robo? We just have the Robo. No Twilight. No Stargates. Just the Robo so far. Well, the Gateway's being added as well, so I really would like to see the Twilight come into play pretty soon. Right? It just... it feels so incredibly rough for the Protoss to survive the first couple of moments. If you don't have Charge, or if you don't have Blink. And your Gateway force is just the unupgraded Stalkers or Zealots. Can be a very stark, bleak difference in outcome of fights there. As a Protoss player. Making an observer. Making multiple observers actually right now. No forge either. No engineering base available. Could both of these players be looking for a 2-base push? Is that what's happening here? They're both looking to finish each other off on a 1 base, and then they're like, alright, well, let's try it on the 2 base. There we go. Finally gets rid of the Gateway. Ooh, Cyclone drop in the main, or heading towards the main. Not quite there yet, but looks like that is going to avoid any vision range from these observers. At least it should. Should have another booster available right now. Yeah, that is... oh, it's close. It is close, but that... oh, okay, it stopped moving. And now it's spotted. Alright. Doesn't matter. It just goes for this anyway. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. What do we have over here? It's just a hallucinated Phoenix. The Stalkers moving the wrong direction. That means we are going to lose another probe there. It's only 1 probe. Salvageable situation for ZEST, of course. There's no blink here, but those Stalkers, they are being quite sneaky. Nonetheless, not shooting up until they are as close as they can get. And then open up fire. Making it as hard for Gumiho as possible to still get away there with all of his units intact. Getting chased right now with quite a big army of ZEST. ZEST, he has left the entire front door open now, though, which is leaving these 3 siege tanks the ability to just plant themselves in dead center of every single base. All those probes right now with the stim pack just... oh my god, ZEST. Wow, what a way to lose that game. He just got taken on a journey by a single Cyclone and a Raven. His entire army just